Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be talking about our Titan chains with twist links tire chains on our 2022 Nissan Rogue. And our tire size today is going to be 235, 60, R18, and we're going to have it on our front axle as what the manual recommends. So let's take a closer look at them. These are going to be a great set of chains for you if you're just trying to get a little bit more traction out of your tires. They get you through those light-duty ice and snow conditions. Taking a closer look at these chains, they are going to be constructed from a low carbon steel, so they're going to be pretty sturdy, but they're going to be more prone to rusting. So just make sure you take care of them, make sure you let them dry properly. And then they're also going to have this twist link design to them. That twist link design is going to help you get through more ice and snow. They're going to sit pretty low to our tire, leaving plenty of room to sit underneath your suspension, so that's going to make them Class S compatible. And then we're going to have this ladder pattern design to them. That ladder pattern is going to help give you more traction when driving forward. And at the bottom, we're going to have this lever that hooks onto these other links, and this uses a manual tensioning system. So if you want to get any additional tensioning from your chains, I recommend investing in some rubber tensioners. Overall, if you're just trying to get something that's going to get you through light-duty snow and ice conditions, that's going to give you a little bit more traction than any cable or roller link chains, then I think this is going to be a good option for you. Now, if you need a hand getting them on your tires, just stay tuned and we'll show you how to do it. To start off our installation, we're just going to lay our chains. And if you're doing this for the first time, I recommend doing this at home because you don't want to have to figure this out on the side of the road in the middle of a blizzard. And also grab some gloves is going to make this a lot easier too. So when you're checking over your chains, you want to check if there's any damages to the links. You also want to make sure nothing's twisted up either. We also want to make sure this is in the right orientation. We want to make sure that these hooks are facing up and away from our tire. Now, something I will point out is right now ours is in the wrong orientation. We want to make sure that this lever is on the outside. So I'm going to fix that real quick. Now that's in the right orientation, furthest away from our tire, we're just going to grab our chains from the center, lift up on them, and drape them over our tire. We want to make sure everything is sitting even. So you notice how these chains are hanging pretty low right here. We want to make sure that's hanging in the center of that sidewall, even on both sides. And we want to make sure that these chains at the bottom are going to be easy to reach, especially when we're going behind our tire. When we're back here, you'll notice this is a pretty tight fit, especially if you are a larger person. But what you want to do is grab these links, and we're going to put this hook through them from the other side. Just like that. We're going to come to the front of our chains now. We're going to grab these links, and we're going to run this lever through here. At a decent point, that's going to be pretty tight. Pull it into itself and hook it on to one of these other links. Now it's still pretty loose here, so I want to go back through and try to get it a little bit tighter. What I recommend doing at this point is grabbing a rubber tensioner. If you don't have one of those at home, you can find that on our website. It's going to provide tension as you're driving. Now, one thing I will say, when you are driving with it or putting them on, you want to put it on in a star pattern. That's just to give you even tension all the way across your chains. And when you're putting them on, you want to make sure that the hooks on them are facing out and away from your tire so you don't puncture it. And if it looks a little uneven, just come back through and try to even everything up. At this point, you just repeat the same process on the other side. And I recommend just pulling forward or backing up some, making sure everything's still sitting well. And if it is, then you can hit the road. But if you liked everything you saw today, that's just a look at the Titan chains with twist links tire chains on our 2022 Nissan Rogue.